Let's get this trying again. All right, here we go. Oh, baby. Feels so good. Feels so good. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. And y'all know who y'all looking at. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Welcome to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, your host, Don P. Pizzle, Pod God. Still not going by Unc. Still. Shannon, you got it, big dog. Thank you guys, each and every last one of y'all out there for y'all continued support of this platform. Thank each and every last one of y'all out there for y'all continued support of this podcast and everything that I do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this to any and everybody that you know that likes sports, that likes Cleveland sports, because that's really what we do here. While y'all are in that type of a mood, as y'all can see the ticker below, make sure you guys vote or nominate Club Pizzle for best podcast at this year's OEAs, the Ohio Entertainment Awards. That nomination process ends at midnight. It's been going on for a couple of weeks, so make sure y'all get those final pushes in to get Club Pizzle on that ballot. And I have been on that ballot for the last 3 years, and I want to make it another year. And daggone it, this year I am going to take that thing home. Before we really get to it, no, I'll do that at the end. I hope everybody's week was good. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and my Facebook people. Make sure y'all are going back and checking out my NBA preview and my Cleveland Cavaliers preview. I am in full on basketball mode for real until Sunday. I got to go to the game Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. Make sure y'all guys just go to those. Again, like, share, comment, give y'all thoughts. Y'all know I like feedback. People don't give feedback. I don't know why y'all scared to give me feedback. It is what it is, though. Don't say I didn't tell y'all to give me feedback. That is encouraged. I'm trying to think of what else before I get into what I'm getting into. The motto here, y'all know, is we are here for a good time and not a long time. But I got a little bit of time today, and I'm gonna get to it. Make sure you guys come and check out Battleground Performance League, Fight for Ohio 2 this Saturday. Come on down to Chef Carolyn's Exotic Cuisines on the west side. It's a Halloween party, $100. I think it's $100 prize. Meech, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll just say it's a cash prize for best costume. I have yet to get my costume, but I do plan on dressing up as something. Y'all will see what I do when I pop out. But yeah, that is this Saturday, man. The Battleground Performance League Fight for Ohio. Big Vonnie is going to be looking to defend his crown that he picked up at the grog shop a couple of months ago. And we are literally almost coming up on, we are finishing up the second year of Battleground. Shout out to Mr. Shredder and gang for just putting on. Y'all know how we do, man. I think that's it as far as announcements. I got something else that I'm going to talk about at the very end of the show. But let's get to it. You know, podcasting in this city, it's amazing. Talking sports in Cleveland, Ohio is darn near a layup. The football god and the pod gods, not me, but the pod gods, give us something every week. And this time, the something that they gave us was on Sunday and Monday. The Cleveland Browns dropped another one to the Cincinnati Bengals. I hate Now, I hate losing in the division. I really hate losing in the division. I hate losing to the Bengals. I hate losing to the Steelers. I hate losing to the Baltimore Ravens. It gets on my first, middle, and last nerve. Losing to those teams will ruin my week. Thank goodness basketball is here and I got distractions. But there are some things we need to talk about. We should have known something about this game was going to be nuts when they took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. And to be perfectly honest, that was the leg up they had because the final score was what, 21-14, right? I don't even care about final scores. They lose. They lost. They scored more than the Browns did. So the final score really doesn't matter. They lost by one score. You had that happen. And then you had a missed field goal, which is 3 points, and a missed extra point, which is 4 points, but they made it up by getting the 2-point conversion. So you let 3 points out there in a game which they could have won. Honestly, if we're going to be honest, because Cincinnati really didn't look. They looked impressive on 2 drives. And those the 2 drives they scored on in the second half. Other than that, they don't look impressive. Their defense is not that good. The Cleveland Browns offensive line sucks that bad. Jed Willis, I have been a Jed Willis apologist, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's coming back from injury. But the same thing that has been happening to him for the last 4 years is what's happening to him now. So I can't excuse it. Joe Bitonio was getting beat like a drum. The other side of that offensive line just stinks. It stunk the whole year between Zinter, Conklin, DeJuan Jones, everybody that they put on the right side just sucks. Nick Harris, Ethan Posich suck too. The offensive line has sucked all season. And it is so upsetting because that is supposed to be the strength of this team. Nick Chubb was back. Glad that Nick is back. Happy to see Nick get out there. The letter was inspiring, and I'm thinking, oh, they might turn this thing around. SOS OIC. He did get a touchdown that energized him a little bit, but that touchdown came after something that was very deflating, and that it deflated me. Deshaun Watson popped his Achilles, and I knew it as soon as he went down. I was watching it at work, and my dad was like, "Oh, he slipped." I say he popped his Achilles. He went down and he grabbed at it. They thought he slipped. Nope. I say he's hurt. And he's done. Finito. I am upset for many reasons. Because that particular drive, and I believe the previous drive before that, he was starting to find a little bit of rhythm. It seems like every time he starts to find a rhythm, it happened last year. 16 for 16 in the second half against Baltimore. Bam, out for the season with shoulder surgery. He was finding it on that drive, making the plays that he needed to make. And a simple shotgun QB draw, you go to plant that leg, and if you watch the replay, you could see it roll up his leg. I say he popped his Achilles. I knew it before I saw the replay when he went down. That is demoralizing. To work yourself back from a shoulder injury, from shoulder surgery, only for this to happen to you again. if I'm going to be honest here, and I support Deshaun on the field. I don't condone what he did off of it, allegedly. No criminal file, no criminal charges were filed. Let's be clear about that. On the field, I supported him. I stuck with him. He's my quarterback until he's not. He's not my quarterback, at least for the foreseeable future. To see him go down bothered me. But what bothered me even more was the crowd at the stadium. Now listen, and Jameis said it, and Miles said it, and everybody that spoke their piece Monday through Wednesday. Y'all been waiting on what Don had to say. I don't give a darn how you feel about somebody and their bad play. I don't care how bad somebody is playing. You don't cheer when someone gets hurt. You don't wish injury on anybody. I don't know who raised some of y'all. And I'm choosing my words carefully here because I don't want this to get flagged. Just know that it's a group of y'all out there. And I'm going to just say that group of y'all. Y'all know who they are. Y'all are friends with some of them. I got a couple of people that I know are a part of that group. I accept them because I just accept them. You are what you are. But that group of y'all that was down at that stadium clapping and cheering and saying, I was hoping that this happened and I hope this happened to you. And y'all keep talking about this karma stuff. Karma might strike you. And I say that to say, and I posted it on Facebook earlier this week, this city does not deserve sports teams. To act like that at a time like that was embarrassing. It was classless, and it makes the rest of the city look stupid. I'm embarrassed. As a supporter of the Cleveland Browns, I am so embarrassed that had to happen. Now, I know there were people down there saying that it wasn't a lot of people. It might not have been. It's a loud minority. And yes, us in Cleveland say, yes, this, that. But the national media, you may not care about the national media, but there are it's a bunch of guys in that locker room that got to deal with this. They got to listen to this. That are going to hear questions about this. That are going to scroll their social media and see all of this crap. And for those in the same of y'all on social media, it's y'all people. I am pointing right at y'all. Y'all people, you people who went after Myles Garrett and Jameis Winston for sticking up for one of theirs. Reality check. Karma gonna hit y'all. As if y'all didn't stand by Urban Meyer when he stood by the coach that was beating the shit out of his wife. I'm profanity-free lifted this week. I got to get it out. I got to talk. Y'all got to stop picking and choosing what y'all do and don't defend. All the shit Urban Meyer did at Florida. Y'all talked about it. Yeah. All of the criminals. Aaron Hernandez is a killer. The Percy twins are thugs. Percy Harvin. Cam Newton is a thief. He stole computers. When all of them left, he left. He dropped right down in Ohio State, and you motherfuckers got quiet. All of the shit that he had going on, y'all got quiet. Some of those players he brought in. And when he left for the Jacksonville Jaguars, no. Let me go back to the coach. Beat the shit out of his wife. Urban stood by him. And people were saying he needed to be fired. But y'all were defending him and saying he wasn't there, so he don't know. And the same motherfuckers y'all was saying that Joe Paterno needed to go away. I'm going off on a tangent here, but y'all get exactly what I'm saying. Stop fucking picking and choosing. Those guys are standing up for their brother, a guy that they're with on a day-to-day that seen work hard. Nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. Nobody. I couldn't stand Ben Roethlisberger, but I never cheered when he got hurt or if he got hurt. When Dak Prescott went down a couple of years ago, I didn't cheer for that. And anybody, Brandon Ayuk just went down. Remember, he was on the radar to come to the Cleveland Browns in the offseason. Who's cheering for that? They didn't cheer for that. So y'all out there defending that shit, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. And y'all talk about karma. Oh, karma will come back and hit y'all. I pray to God that none of y'all have children that play sports. Because if I find out, I'm going to go to the game and shut up, Don. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We are not going to stoop to the level of the stupid motherfuckers who do stupid shit like that. I wasn't raised like that. So I'm not going to go there. And wish your kid get hurt and wish somebody clap when your kid get hurt. I wouldn't do that. Your cousin could play ball. He could get hurt. You somebody clapping. What you gonna do? You gonna be pissed off. If Deshaun Watson was in your family, y'all would feel the same. Y'all would feel the way I feel right now. Y'all would be pissed off. If that was your brother, cousin, uncle, teammate, y'all would feel exactly the same way that Myles Garrett and Jameis Winston did. It's fucking embarrassing. Cleveland, y'all ought to be embarrassed with yourselves. Embarrassing. And now I got to go down to Huntington Bank Stadium on Sunday and watch this shit. Shout out to my son Malik for buying the tickets. Me, him, and we taking the boys down. My grandboys, we're going down to the game. Speaking of that game, the Ravens are in town, are coming to town. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry are coming to town. They got their running shoes on. They coming fresh off of against Tampa Bay. So now I got to sit there and watch that. And I'm not going to leave early because I never leave ball games early. I'm going to stay there until we stay there. Jameis Winston is starting. But Ken Dorsey is now the play caller. And Kevin Stefanski is giving up play caller for the rest of the season. That don't seem fishy to y'all. That don't seem strange to y'all. What have I been saying here for the last couple of shows? What have I been saying the last couple of club pizzles? Kev should have gave up play calling 2-3 weeks ago when All right, you can't get points and your offense looks like crap and the quarterback looks like crap. So you decide to give up play calling when the guy who you should be calling the plays for is now the starter. You're going to put Ken Dorsey in that spot? I'm a Kevin Stefanski supporter, but this shit right here looks fishy. I don't like it. Your franchise quarterback goes down, and now you want to give up play calling. Somebody, anybody, everybody, tell me. Do that sound right? It doesn't. The defense, I really can't say much about the defense, except Greg Newsome sucks. He always getting burnt and always talking shit. Don't get burnt, and then you can talk a little something. Denzel can do all of his stuff because he get busy. MJ, I'm starting to get sick of MJ Emerson. He be getting beat like a drum too. But defensively, I can't fault them. They are fighting like hell and are losing games at the end because they tied. I'm on the field for 42 minutes. Long ass drives. 3 and out, and now we back on the field because the damn offense can't score. Be wore out. So I have nothing for the defense. Let me move on. I said what I needed to say. Again, Cleveland, y'all got to do better. Y'all really got to do better. I am disappointed and I am embarrassed. And people are like, well, what about at the owner and the front office? Yeah, them too. But let me kick the fans' backs in too. Because that shit wasn't right. Now, I'm booing him coming out the tunnel when you introduce the offense. Okay. Booing him for bad play, that's fine. But when someone gets injured and is laying on the ground and you see they're in big pain and you see the replay and you know what happened, or if you see a non-contact injury like that and you see what happened, what the... Moving on. In happy news. In happier news. The Cleveland Cavaliers opened their season up last night in Toronto, and they won big in their opener, their season opener. A 136 spot for that team. Jesus Christ. Listen, it's only game one, but I'm encouraged with what I saw. I loved what I saw. It's not the same. Yes, they ran it back. Same team, different coach, different system. But there were some JB Bickerstaff remnants on that team on the defensive end. That I was happy about, just to see the guards getting down and getting dirty. Jared Allen in the paint getting busy. Dean Wade is an awesome defender. He may not be all NBA, but he is a guy who doesn't even need the ball to be effective. He is going to play some defense, and he's playing one of the toughest positions in basketball, that small forward, the starting small forward, is a tough position to play because them shooting guards and small forwards get busy. Yes, it's one game, but be encouraged. The pace that they ran at, the shots they put up, guys was hitting. Evan Mobley, yes. Allow me to gloat just a little bit. This is part of what the finish Evan Mobley product looks like. I see it. It's not all the way clear, but I see glimpses of it. I see flashes of it. Him running the floor, him handling the ball, getting out in the open court, making a move, going up and scoring, being a trail big, popping out, picking and popping out to the corner and knocking down the three-pointer. I know it's game one, but Evan Mobley, my dog. Donovan Mitchell is going to Donovan Mitchell. Caris LeVert, this is contract year for Caris LeVert, so expect to see him do that more and more this year. I cannot wait until the home opener tomorrow. I will be in the building. Me and the wife will be there. And this team has a chance to start off hot because you have Detroit tomorrow. You have Washington on Saturday. Then you turn around on Monday, you play the Knicks. Next Wednesday, the Lakers come to town, and I'll be at that game. And then Friday, you have the Orlando Magic. Is it either Friday or Saturday? November 1st. Yeah, Friday. This team has an opportunity to start off 5-1, 6-0, 4-2. Get off to one of those hot starts. And by them being the continuity and them running it back, they do have that opportunity to start hot, get out to a little bit of a lead in the Eastern Conference, even though I'm expecting the Boston Celtics to be neck and neck with them. The New York Knicks do have some things to figure out. The Indiana Pacers are going to be around. Orlando looked great last night. Paolo Banchero is fantastic. The Milwaukee Bucks are still the Milwaukee Bucks. Greek is still Greek. But this team in this first week, Detroit, Washington, the Knicks, the Lakers, and the Magic, they have an opportunity to start off 5-1, 6-0. I do think they will beat Detroit. Washington, they can beat. The Knicks are beatable right now. The Lakers are beatable right now, even though they are very well coached. What a great job J.J. Redick did on Tuesday night. The Lakers are going to be fine once their shots start falling. They can't shoot. At least that was in game one. And then Orlando, of course, the playoff team. But I am so excited about that. Where I'm at on time, I'm doing good. This Monday, I attended the Cleveland Cavaliers tip-off party that was for season ticket holders. Cavaliers and I believe some Charge season ticket holders were there as well. They invited Charge season ticket holders this year, I believe. I don't remember last year because I didn't go last year. But they revealed the city jerseys, as y'all saw, which were fire. We got a chance to hear Kobe Altman and Kenny Atkinson speak and the team speak. It was a very nice experience. I hope to do more of those types of things. But it was a nice little experience. I had a blast. I said it last night on the Cavs preview show. I am looking forward to this season. Heisman watch. I think I am going to table that until next week. College football playoff numbers are going to be coming back soon. I do have that. If the college football playoff were to start this week, let me get that because I know I saved it. And this playoff it's gonna be a good one. So let me find it. Here we go. If the college football playoff were getting ready to start, it would go as follows. The 1 seed would be Georgia. The 1 seed would be Oregon. I'm sorry. The 2 seed would be Georgia. Miami would be the 3rd seed. Iowa State would be 4. Reason being, those are the conference champions, or they are currently in first place. Oregon is number 1 in the Big Ten. Georgia is number 1 in the SEC. Miami is number 1 in the ACC, and Iowa State is the current highest ranked Big 12 team. The first round matchups would go as follows. In the 5-12 game, Penn State would take on Boise State. Boise State will be the group of 5 team that made it. The 8-9 matchup will be LSU and Tennessee. The 6-11 matchup, it would be BYU versus Ohio State. And those games will be on campus. In the 10-7 matchup, Texas and Clemson. And those games will be played at Happy Valley, Neyland Stadium, the Shoe, and in Austin, respectively. The first 2 teams out are Notre Dame and Indiana. So we still got a ways to go. I'm excited about this 12-team playoff. Things are about to get crazier. Some big games this week, some rivalry games, and in the upcoming weeks. And we are into November, y'all. So it's getting ready to get crazy. Before I get out of here, again, let me let y'all know. Battleground Fight for Ohio 2 this Saturday. Chef Carolyn's Exotic Cuisines on the west side of Cleveland. Y'all know where it's at. Y'all know exactly where it is. So pull on up. It's a costume party. The winner and have whoever has the best costume wins a cash prize at the end of the night. And Big Vonnie will be defending his title. 8 competitors are going to be here, and some performers. It is going to be headlined by Envy Banks. A couple other dope artists there. I am the resident judge there, so come on out. Shout out to Battleground Gang, Mr. Shredder, and my guys. The Legend Awards this Sunday. Good luck to everybody who's up for Legend Awards. A lot of my friends are up for those awards. Mr. Shredder for Best Promoter. Catherine Daniil is Motto of the Year. I believe my guy Timbuktu is up for Comic, but my friends are there, man. Good luck to all of you guys on Sunday. And once again, as y'all have seen scrolling at the bottom of the screen here, make sure y'all get Club Pizzle nominated for Best Podcast at this year's Ohio Entertainment Awards. That runs until midnight. And big announcement, y'all seen it posted on my page this week. I have won one award this year. Club Pizzle is the best sports podcast according to my guy Trap Boy Mannequin. Shout out to Trappy for the Trappies, and that award ceremony will take place on December 31st out in Barberton, Ohio. Shout out to my guy Trappy. I'm not going to give my speech now. I am working on my speech, and that's going to happen on December the 31st, man. So again, thank you to Trappy. Club Pizzle did bring home a trophy this year. Best sports podcast, best Trappy sports, the Trappy Award for Best Sports Podcast. So again, man, shout out to Trap Boy Mannequin and his gang. And with that said, y'all, we are going to wrap this thing up. Make sure y'all tune in next week. NFL midseason report. I am going to go over what I did in my preview show, and I will update it on where I think teams are going to fall. I'm going to redo the awards. I'm going to do everything next week. Tuesday Night Main Event returns this Tuesday. I will be previewing next Saturday's premium live event, Crown Jewel. Pizzle's picks again. Y'all already know, man, back in full force. Thursdays at 7. But y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Until next week, peace out, y'all.